lo and behold, my perseverance I think has finally paid off. I think I've got some silver. In fact, I'm reasonably confident I've got some silver. Let's have a look. Welcome back. Here we are, we're finally out again. It's been, well, it feels like forever. It's been over 2 weeks for me since I've been able to get down and have a dig. And that was not the most successful video, if you've seen it. But we're back. The weather is, well, it's still proper cold, to be honest, down here in Essex in the UK, but it is improving very, very slowly. So I've seized the day. I've got about 3 or 4 hours. I've come down to my normal permission, and I'm back on the hammered field because it's the easiest one to get to in the time that I've got. And it does tend to produce some good things. So, and this field, which I probably mentioned before, at some point very, very soon, once the spring kicks in and the weather starts to improve, we'll have cattle all back on here again. So this field will then be out of bounds again until the winter 2022. So I'm making hay while the sun kind of shines. And we've got our first target, so I thought I'd do the intro and the first target at the same time, because it was a lovely 87, but I've got to find it again now. So it's up here somewhere. Oh, here it is. There we are, 87, 88, 87. Right, let's see if we can find it together. Why not? Might as well do the, might as well do the intro and the first hole at the very same time, which is, you know, a bit of time saving. Right, oh, it's quite solid again. That's all it is on this particular. Quite stony. Right, not see anything jumping out. Have a look. See in there. I didn't get very much depth there, did I? Oh, it's better. Right, so find it now. Yeah, it's out. 88. Let's see what we got for our first find, shall we? By the way, I'm on the Norfolk Button Boy hammered program, by the way, which again I'll put a link to that particular program in the video. Oh, here it is. Oh wow! So our first target of today's dig is a big lump of lead. Don't think it is anything, just a big old cylindrical piece of lead. Cool, moving on. Right, well this is my third attempt to film this, because not sooner I said what a lovely still day it is, the wind's come in and really picked up a gale. So yeah, there you go. Been a quiet 15-20 minutes, found a couple of bits of lead and a couple of bits of green, but not a huge amount else. So we're kind of turning off the original line and trying somewhere else. With that in mind, we've got a nice 89, very, very steady 89, and a nice tone, which hopefully you can hear. Right, so let's have a dig. See what we got. Hoping for the first coin. If I'm honest with that tone, a penny or something, we shall see. Or is it not? Sorry. Yeah, it's out. It's only about 3 or 4 inches down then. Have a look. Okay, so we get something green. I think there's a button. Yep, nice little button. Let's have a proper look. There we are. Brought you over because I think it's got a bit of pattern on it, and it's definitely got a bit of gold gilding on it still. So that I think is probably, if I was a betting man, I think that's a livery button. So let's give it a clean and I'll come back to you in a second.
Yeah, look at that. Lovely. I don't ever mind finding them. Yeah, livery button. We know it's a livery button because it's got that kind of line along the bottom, which is often a little bit of kind of rope. And I think that looks to me like a hand, kind of a bent arm, and in the hand is some sort of laurel leaf or something like that, isn't it? Yeah, that's very cool. Still a bit of gold left on it as well. And we've still got the shank on the back. So yeah, we'll take that every day of the week. Let's move on. I just had a 93 that literally blew my ears off. And that's why. Absolutely humongous piece of lead. Look at that. That is a whopper. That's going in the rucksack. There's no way I'm putting that in my fines pouch. That'll be down by my ankles. Cool. Moving on. Next one. Nice little button. Still no coins. Still got a shank though. We'll take that. Got a little bit of a silver into it. I think it's probably pewter. Right, let's move on. Right, next one. See that? 85, 86, nice tone. Are we going to get our first coin? Let's have a look. Right, let's give it a go. We've had to move a little bit. The main field that I like to go on, the farmer's decided to put some fertiliser on there today. Lovely fella as he is, but he's got work to do, so I've had to move out of the way. So I'm on the kind of side of the hammer field now, which has never borne too much fruit for me, but you never know. Okay, it will change today. Let's have a look. It's not a coin, whatever it is. What is that? Is it, huh? Well, I don't know what that is. I don't know if you can see that. But that is a nice tone, as you heard. And that, ladies and gentlemen, and this is for Dan and Dino, is cack. Move it on. Pesky foil, pesky stuff. Oh man, thought I was on the hammies then. Oh well, moving on. Well, next one is an 81. And we really are getting to a point where I can start my own navy if I can just get some uniform. I've definitely got the buttons for them now. Yeah, different one this one. 3 anchors this time. Still with all the ropes around them. And then some initials at the bottom. But yeah, that's really nice. That's come out nice. I didn't live dig. I didn't realise it was going to be one of those. So I just gave it a wipe and that's what's come up. So yeah, and again, another one with the shank on the back. So cool. Let's keep going. See you in a bit. Okay, right. Another 89. I've had a few of these today and they've all ended up being rubbish, but we're going to persevere because that's what we do. It's in here somewhere. This is. Not very deep again. Where are you? In there. You're in there somewhere. You're disc shaped. I reckon you're going to be another button. Yep, another button. another 89, another button. Oh well, that's quite a few buttons I've found now. Haven't filled them all, obviously. Right, let's persevere. Let's keep moving on. Right, my machine is going absolutely mental because I'm right by the railway lines. I ventured up here because it's the only real place I've got left to go. We've got a train coming that we're probably going to see in a second. Bear with me. There it is. Not sure if you can see that or not, but we had a train. Hence why my machine's going mad. I've got about 40 minutes left, and lo and behold, my perseverance I think has finally paid off. I think I've got some silver. In fact, I'm reasonably confident I've got some silver. Let's have a look. Don't know if you can see that. Let's just zoom in a bit. It was a 74. Look at that, staring back up at me. What's that, a little kind of hexagonal type piece of silver? Is that a flower in the middle? Right, let's have a look. Look at it together. Careful. Oh, hang on. Oh, I think that's a cufflink. Try and get you in some decent light. Oh, yes. Yes. That's got to be, isn't it? Oh, look at that. That is a... Yeah, look. Oh, same again on the other side. Oh, what a bobby dazzler that is. Oh, that's just saved the day. That is absolutely gorgeous. Right, let's give it a clean. I'll be back in a sec. Fantastic. Get in. Right. Be really delicate with it because... Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that. Try and get the mud off without pulling at it because I don't want it to break. Oh yeah, look at that. That is stunning. Apologies for the shadows, the sun is really low again today. Oh yeah, that's got to be silver, surely. And that is a very, very nice bit of jewellery, I think. Oh, that's awesome. That is so cool. Brilliant. Right, let's get some photos of it, and I'll see you in a bit. Well, we've done it. I think 94. Just heading back. I'm nearly back at the car now. Having had a bit of a button and lead day, albeit with that amazing piece of silver, that cufflink or whatever it is. Thinking to myself, well, not going to get a coin, and I think I have got a coin. As I say, 94, and about 5 or 6 inches down. Don't be a button. Don't be a button. Yeah, that's a coin. Nice and green as well. Cool, let's just give it a quick clean up. Back in a sec. Well, you can probably see it better than I can. There's a bust there. Just coming through. George III, I expect. And you can just give it a wipe. Actually, that's probably slightly better. You can see Britannia quite clearly on the back. Yeah. And Georgie somewhere on there, I suspect that's him. Well, any day with a coin is a good day, as I always say. Can't go home without a coin. Hey, Craig. Nice one. Right, moving on. See if we can get 1 or 2 more before we stop. Back in a sec. Possibly the last one. And yet another button. And yet another yachting club button. Yeah. Just as I started with another naval button. Cool. See you in a bit. Morning folks, a couple of days since the dig. Before we go on to the roundup, yes, you'll notice I'm wearing glasses. I'm actually blind as a bat. I normally wear contact lenses when you see me on
on the videos, but the eyes are tired this morning, so I thought I'd keep the glasses on. Anyway, before the roundup, I wanted just to give out a massive shout out to some really, really important people on my YouTube channel. And they are, as far as I'm concerned, the unsung heroes. They're the guys that don't necessarily have their own channels, but yet they've been with me for some time, and they always watch, they always comment, and they always send some real positive energy down the line to me, especially when I'm not feeling it. You're the ones that really help kind of inspire me to get back out on the field and bang out another video. So I'm hugely appreciative of each and every one of you. So I just wanted to, while I had them in my head, just to shout out a few names and say thank you so much. We're very good in the YouTube world of shouting out other channels to help with subs and giveaways and those types of things. We are less good at shouting out you guys who don't have your own channels, but yet stick with us all the way through it. So for now, I wanted to say a massive thank you to Cynthia Swearingen, Bill Ellis, Waspius Maximus, that's Wasp and Helen, Steve Andermatt, Philip Wills, XP, which is John, Del Smith, and Blair Arthur. You guys have been with me quite a long time, if not right from the start, and you always give me that positive energy. You always comment and you always keep me going. So a massive thank you. I really, really do appreciate it. Right, that's enough of that. Let's get downstairs and see what we found.
Righto, I should have also said that I'm very conscious that I will have forgotten some of you, those other people that still always comment and always support me. So a massive thank you to you guys as well, and apologies if I forgot your name or I missed you out. This is the finds, almost 4 hours to the minute it was. So it's still a bumper festival of targets on that field. So I've got to make the most of it and try and go there another couple of times before the cattle come back onto it. We got a huge pile of lead. We got a huge pile of green stuff. We got 2 bits of ammo. We got kind of 8 nondescript kind of standard buttons. And then along the top row, we had this thing, which I think is actually a bit of a pot stand. So that would have gone across. I'm sure I've seen one of these before. It goes across and then there's 3 or 4 different little legs that the pot used to stand on. I think that's what it is. Little nondescript bit of bronze. This thing here, that's why I always clean my finds. That came out. Not sure if that's a little bit of a key, but that's quite sweet. Little decorative piece. I found a little bit of a lead toy that I didn't realise I had. That looks like a little cart, doesn't it? A little horse and cart thingy. So that's quite nice. Shame it's not whole. Then we had 3 other buttons. We had this naval button, which is the 3 anchors and the 3 initials. We had this naval button, which is the kind of standard naval button that I find, with the crown and anchor and the 4 initials. So they're always nice. Nice bit of naval history. We then had a livery button, which is very cool. Still a bit of the gold coming through. And actually, when it's wet, you see a lot more of the gold, actually. It gets a bit crusty, doesn't it, when they dry out. And then you've got the little rope on the bottom with the folded arm and the leaf or the laurel twig or whatever it is that it's holding. We should be able to locate that down to a group of family. So that's pretty cool. We found a George III half pence. Just about to see his bust there, and Britannia on that side. So that's kind of late 1700s, early 18, I suspect. And then last but by no means least, an absolute thing of beauty, ringing up at 74 on the Deus too, is more silver. And I've lost count of how many bits of silver I've found since the new year with the Deus too. It's very, very cool. But this has got to be one of the best, a really nice piece to show off in my cabinet. Massive thanks to Mark, my mate Mark, who's looked on the internet for me. And I think we found out these are British Naval, so naval theme again on that field. British Naval officers cufflinks. And as you can see there, just kind of little Tudor type flowers on the fronts, and a nice little link on the back. Dating, we think, from about mid-1700s, late 1700s. So 18th century British naval history in my hands. That is amazing. So I'm looking forward to putting that in the cabinet. I'm also going to drop an email to the flow just in case they are a bit older than we think they are. And yeah, wow, more silver on the hammered field. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Thanks again to each and every one of you. Stay safe out there. The world's going slightly mad, isn't it? Stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Take care.